Hi, everybody. On this pleasant occasion, just a short historical note. Despite all of the luscious vegetation and scenery that you see behind me, I still miss Rochester. But today, we're enjoying and celebrating Mike's career and life. So everybody here knows a lot about Mike's academic research achievements, how he behaves wonderfully as an advisor, and so I'm not going to go through that because you all know. But what I'd like to do is just give a few personal perspectives. So Mike discovered, actually, as an undergraduate, that his destiny was in psychology and cognitive science. He actually visited me while he was still an undergraduate, when I was at Columbia relatively recently, arriving there. I must have passed his inspection because he then quickly, soon after that, joined the PhD program that we were starting in psycholinguistics. When he arrived, he very quickly found his feet, started on research, and joined me and Jack Carroll in a number of critiques that were quite widely cited, still cited today, critiques of theories and models still being propounded by holdover yahoos from the behaviorist days. He then later in his graduate career studied with several other important faculty at Columbia and broadening his approach beyond mine, and started also working independently and quite productively with Mark. Well, I hope I played a positive role in Mike's early career, but I know that he played a really important role in the middle stages of my career, and I want to talk about that a little bit. What he did was he convinced the administration of Rochester to hire me away from Columbia. And in fact, I was miserable at Columbia at the time, surrounded by senior, very famous faculty, all of whom had historical fights of various kinds, some quite personal, with each other. So I was 1 out of 15 faculty members, but I had 1 out of 3 of the graduate students as my advisees. That tells you something about the general departmental spirit. It also probably tells you something about the attitude of my senior colleagues towards me, which didn't help much. Mike saved me. At Rochester, quickly, once I got there, I worked with him, Gary, and others to create a novel and nurturing program that has continued in various forms to this day. Our friendly triumvirate of 3 complementary approaches to language science worked well. Gary, as a pioneer in the development of connectionist models of speech production, I, with my somewhat traditional rootedness in linguistic theory, attempting to try to make linguistic theory somehow pop out of behavior and neurological facts, and Mike, who was blazing a set of new behavioral research trails and developing a fuller model of comprehension and how it relates to cognition in general. So we attracted an early cohort of enterprising students, many of whom have gone on to brilliant careers. And we also attracted a group of wonderful colleagues, including Dick, Greg, Lissa, Robbie, and others. Finally, we invented the Center for Language Science, first as a castle in the air, eventually a castle brought to earth by an NIH training grant, which was renewed and continuing for quite a few years. I am proud of, in fact, I'm really proud of what we achieved and grateful to Mike for making me a part of it. Well, that was then, this is now. Now I express the gratitude of many who are here and who cannot be here for what Mike has constructed and continues to pioneer. Most important is his unique blend of gentle personal and professional guidance to students and colleagues. Finally, consistent with all this, my early respect for Mike has matured into friendship, which I value above all other aspects of our long association. Thank you, Mike.